camera isn't off center because I'm kind of like not in the center of the couch. I don't have to. I don't even honestly necessarily need to. It's a little bit off centered, but I'm like straight up and sitting. Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, check, 1, 2.
Okay.
To be, and I'm proud to be an American where at least it's an open air prison. I don't have my wand. I don't think I had it last time actually either. Okay. Okay. Welcome to After Hours. That's what we're calling this. That's whatever this is. Still getting things set up over here. Namely, I feel very trapped. First of all, we talked about the kids not knowing how to play last time. And I was just, expanding on that in a later conversation. I was like, how my mom, I think I said, how my mama got me to play outside? She locked the door. She locked the door. That's how she got me to play outside. There was water hoses. Okay. I have an update for y'all. So I remember the year is all, what is time, but I think it was like 15, 2018, 2013, sometime then. And it was like all these memes going around about like the men's pockets and the pockets on the men's clothes. And you had all these women going around talking about, I'm shopping the men's section because they got pockets and all that. Well, I've been informed that, while that may have been true back then, but it may not even been true back then. That was just propaganda. Apparently the men's pockets ain't big enough to hold their cell phones now. Somebody was over my house the other day. It was a man. And they had their cell phone in their pocket. And I swear I kept thinking there was Second Amendment device shots going off in my house. I was jumping, gasping, and every time it was this damn phone not put in a case, dropping on the ground, on the hardwood floor. And I was like, wow, guest, person who I was talking to, friend in my house, you really ought to put a case on that phone. You drop it alive.
That was me.
And he said, it's because these pockets aren't big enough to hold a cell phone. So apparently that's a common phenomenon. And it just seems like such a simple feature, all genders, not even putting the gender aside.
They're
it should
getting
be
smaller and smaller.
But the phones ain't.
The phones are getting bigger and bigger, but the pockets are getting smaller and smaller.
I did go up a phone size one time to the max. It wasn't a pleasant experience for me. It's just too.
Yeah.
So for me, the phones aren't getting bigger, but the pockets are getting smaller. I've been informed we should stop saying that men have pocket privilege because apparently their pockets aren't big enough for their phones now too. Oh, the watermelons are exploding. This is some weird shit right here. I don't know.
Walmart watermelons exploding everywhere.
And this could be fake news, but I like this music they put on. I don't want to eat it. Can you pause it?
Real.
So for me, it's like, all right, maybe that's what happens to watermelon, like insides. Maybe somehow there's some reaction because this is called watermelon. I mean, I have reason to believe it's like a large majority percentage water. But what is up with that skin? It looks like a football got deflated. It looks like a deflated football. It looks more tough than a beach ball, which it may be. I mean, that just may be what watermelon. I never saw anything like that. Is that normal?
It looks like a.
Oh, there you go. So what's up with that? Comment below if you have any idea about these watermelons out here. Is Joe Biden okay? I know the answer to this, but it is actually kind of pitiful and also embarrassing. The man, what he done did now. Let me see I don't even know what clip it was. There's so many things done happen. Let's see.
Hello, everybody. I'm explaining to the press. I've been tested again today. I'm clear across the board. But they keep telling me because this has to be 10 days or something, I got to keep wearing it. But don't tell them I didn't have it on when I walked in.
So maybe it's a joke. I guess maybe. It's a weird thing to joke about if it's a joke. Like, he's joking about flouting the protocols of the you-know-what, which I don't really feel like I'm allowed to joke about. You know, it's like, well, what's good for the Joe Biden ought to be good for the gander, as it were. Maybe he's not joking. Maybe the man has lost his mind. Maybe he's just...
Do you know when this was?
No. Could be 3 years old. Looks like a few days ago. See a comment from 6 days. Maybe it just went viral. What's going on with that? Is he okay? Is the man okay? You ever wonder how King Curtis is doing? King Curtis from Wife Swap.
Oh,
Bacon
yeah.
is like family to me. Or is it chicken nuggets is like family?
Chicken nuggets are good for me.
Chris is a very picky eater. He only likes chicken nuggets.
Yay! I really do like chicken nuggets. They're good.
Curtis, what you want for breakfast?
Chicken nuggets.
Okay.
Chicken nuggets is like my family.
Yes.
I'm going to go see if she's got chicken nuggets.
Joy thinks she's a smart little person. Nobody tells me she bees mean. What else did he say? I am leaving. I have been nice to you. King Curtis, how's he been? How do you think you ever wonder how he's doing?
I haven't. But I love him.
The pen done bit the dust. You could hear. Oh, man.
Is the sparkles getting all over?
No, there's no sparkles. It's a ribbon, fur, and now the little pin part done came out. They had aliens in the Mexico Congress, but the fact checkers, I think, said it wasn't real.
Look at that thing.
I feel like now, I mean, I don't even know what's real and what's not real anymore because like everything can be AI. Everything could also just be like real. I don't know. Mummified. Those are mummified.
My brother sent me this meme.
What is it? It's a
Mexican
cake?
billed as cake.
Why do they make those cakes? Not that one's funny, whatever. But like
No, I know what you
the
mean.
ones that are like real,
Like real life people.
or like weird stuff, like a dog's head or something, or like, I don't know. What's the weird one I saw the other day? Like a spider or something gross. Like I wouldn't want to eat it. And then it's like, thank you so much for this life-size Jason Derulo portrait head cake that I'm going to eat. It's kind of nasty. I always come back to the same example. I've used it on BJ Investigates a lot, but it's like, remember that green ketchup, green and purple?
Yeah.
I could not eat that. I just could not make myself eat it. I mean, even Pepto-Bismol I never could even take because it's like, it just don't feel like that's something I'm supposed to be eating. And that's how I feel about them celebrity cake heads.
Easy squirt.
Why would you want to eat somebody's head shaped like a cake or a cake shaped like a head? And it's like exact replicas too. Don't get me started on the bachelorette party cakes. My God, it's a disaster. I think it's time we revisit the Crystal Light Aerobics Championships. Do you think that those contestants are being aided by substances?
Crystal Light National.
It's the Crystal Light
sponsored by
sponsor
Crystal.
these. I like their. It's like. It's giving. I wish I had that much energy. Oh man, y'all. I hate watching videos like this. I don't even know why I'm spreading it in the world. This NPC glitching in the parking lot though. Again, I don't know what's real. Because is it just staged? Is it like a staged thing just to go viral, to get clicks, to get clouts? Or, oh man, even worse of a situation, is this woman making like her best arguments? I mean, we're probably not going to watch the whole thing, but we could put in.
What is this woman over here doing?
What are you doing?
Let's look
Excuse
at
me?
Look at her shirt.
Oh, what are you doing?
Excuse me, do you know you're part in a family, babe?
Well, yeah.
People like you are actually abusing the system.
No, I'm not abusing the system. I'm here with my
I mean,
family.
you're on your own here, and basically you
No,
should
I'm here with my family. No, your family's not in the car.
No, well, yeah, they're not in the car because they're inside. Look,
They went inside the
look
Walmart
inside
or
the car.
whatever.
There's a baby seat right there.
They inside the
Yeah,
store
yeah,
and they're
yeah,
parked
but I
in
mean,
like the
basically-
family.
What do you mean,
First
yeah,
of all,
yeah.
first of all,
doesn't
My
actually
family's
count.
inside.
I just need to get it off my chest. The special parking spaces, I believe, in my personal opinion, are getting a little bit out of hand. And I'm not talking about handicap spots, all right? I'm not talking about them, all right? That's, yes. I personally believe there should be designated spots for disabled parking passes and disabled people, okay? Not talking about that. There's so many weird parking spot things, and it's like, why is that here? Like, police, law enforcement parking spot. Active duty, whatever in the hell parking spot, like volunteer firefighter, special reserve park. Any pregnant lady at all, you could have found out 5 minutes ago you was pregnant, just you get a special spot. And it's like, all right, I understand that if it's like at the Bye Bye Baby or the Bed Bath and Beyond or, you know, Babies R Us or like there's places, even Target, all right, but the pregnant lady at the Target. Why do there need to be several pregnant lady parking spots at a Best Buy? Plus the this, that, and the other. And then ever since COVID, oh my God, it's like 2 rows of curbside pickup parking.
That don't ever get used. No one, I never see anyone in there.
We all scared to. Putting us in
Everyone
all these
just
spaces.
goes in the store anyways.
Spaces and spots. My God. This lady, she's mad because they parked in the special designated spot. And y'all already know my feelings on the spots, okay? Like, I'm not even like team spots or whatever. But like, if it is the sign and it is there and the people are following the rule, like, I don't know why this lady's getting so upset. She's saying, you're abusing this spot because your family's inside the store. It's like, well, I mean, girl, follow the logic. Like, they were all just supposed to sit in the spot together and just says you're parked in the family bay. The family's inside the store. They're parked there. He just stayed in the car.
They're not in the car because they're inside. Look inside the car. There's a baby seat right there.
Yeah. But I mean, basically,
What do you mean,
if they're
yeah,
inside,
yeah?
it doesn't
My
actually
family's
count.
inside.
It doesn't count
Why-
for count.
Why doesn't it count?
Because basically, you should
I'm
be
here with
out
my-
of the car or in the car with your family.
But why do I need to be outside the car? I'm here with my family.
Yeah.
My
but
family's inside. Look, the baby
you're on
seat
your
right
own
there.
here. I don't
Yeah,
care if
because
there's a
I'm
baby
waiting
seat, you're on
inside,
your own
yeah?
here.
My wife's inside with the baby.
Yeah, but you're on your own here.
Okay, and what issue is that though? Why can't I be inside the
Because
car?
it's for a whole family, not just for one person.
No, but I'm sat in the car, yeah, whilst my wife is inside with the baby.
Like, this is the part where I'm like, is she being serious or did she just like not think it all the way through and then she had to like stick with? It's very confusing. I'm confused by her and her activities. Yeah. The Delta diarrhea disaster. Yeah, that happened.
This is the first video from on board the
It's
Delta Airlines flight that had to be turned around
probably,
because of a
you know,
passenger's explosive
up
diarrhea.
there in one of my worst nightmares for sure. Being stuck on that plane.
A biohazard issue. We've had a passenger
I'm glad
had
they turned
diarrhea
it
all the way
around.
through the
Look at the
airplane,
flight
so
pattern. Just
they
turned
wanted
it
to
right.
come
Oh
back
my
to
God.
Atlanta.
That is embarrassing. Whew, hope that person's feeling better. The scientists done started growing NPCs, y'all. They are growing humans. They're not using the normal reproductive way. They're not doing the, I don't even know what I can say on YouTube no more. They ain't doing an egg and a sperm cell. They growing them, I think, from stem cells. What is it? An entity. They called it an entity.
Yeah, they're.
Just in. Oh my God. I just want to get off this ride. What is a whole model of human embryo? What does that mean? What is a model? It's a stupid question.
No, I'm looking. It means that they built an embryo with stem cells instead of how they normally do it. Mixed 120 cells mixed and grown.
A shaker? They literally shook it.
Spontaneously forms embryo-like structure.
Okay, is it a model of a human embryo? Is it an embryo-like structure? Is it an embryo? It's frightening to say the least. I mean, I really do think that it is very cool that we can do, scientific advancements and things, but when I really think about it, it kind of makes me feel a little bit like overwhelmed and kind of sick. What's the article say?
It says it would be unethical, illegal, and actually impossible to achieve a pregnancy using these embryo models.
What makes him think it would be impossible?
Well, that's what the researchers say.
Who's the researchers? Who did it? The Barcelona Spaniards done made a model or an embryo-like structure. All right, so answer me this. What's the point? There's no way.
Just a check.
It's just a check?
Yeah.
And what my question is how, okay, I'm putting my tinfoil hat. I need to get one of those. Well, how do we, like, why would they be doing it at all just to check? Because what I'm wondering is, how do they know? Like, in order for these scientists to know that it is, what does it say, literally impossible, how would they know if it's impossible if they haven't tried it? Did you ever think of it that way?
That's a good one.
Did you ever think of it that way? All right. This is really a textbook image of a human day 14 embryo. It hasn't been done before. I bet you they used to say that was impossible. Instead of sperm and egg, the starting material was naive stem cells, which were reprogrammed. God, it rings a bell. Instead of a sperm and egg, the starting material was naive stem cells, which were reprogrammed to gain the potential to become any type of tissue. Well, I have questions. Where did those come from? How did they harvest those stem cells? And what does naive mean? Where did it come from? I want to read the study. Oh my gosh. Wait, make it bigger. Yeah, okay. Chemicals were then used. I think the chemicals they use are like DSMO or DHMO or DSHO, whatever that is. I think that's the chemicals. To coax these stem cells into becoming 4 types of cell found in the earliest stages of human embryo. Oh, it doesn't say epithelial. It says epiblast, which become the embryo proper. Wait a second. You got something becoming the placenta, the sac, and the mesoderm cells, and it's impossible that somebody could become pregnant with one of these? How do they know it's impossible? Hypoblast. I remember hearing that word in science class or something before in my life. So, all right. So, I now want to go to the girl who went on her pilgrimage. So, lately I've been learning a lot more about different religions and things. And so I've been kind of thinking about it more and having it on my mind and stuff. I was not deliberately seeking out this content, but it came upon my feed the other day, and I personally am not going on a pilgrimage to see, where the baby Jesus was born. At this point, I reserve the right to change my mind, and maybe I will one day. And apparently this is where the baby Jesus was born. So I'm opening it up and I'm looking, I'm like, all right, we're going down the stairs, and I'm waiting for it to be some beautiful, moving, meaningful, pomp and circumstance and people crying and, oh my God, our Lord and Savior was born on Christmas Day in this very location at this exact latitude and longitude. And people have taken steps to decorate it and make it beautiful. You would think people would be bowing down. You would think they would be on their knees and just crying or something. But we got this one girl. She's just scrolling TikTok. Yeah, these guys are just kind of I saw where Jesus
playing with a stick.
Oh man, I would have personally expected people to be in a little bit more shock and awe, at least taking it in a little bit. What are the kids talking about? What do they care about? What do kids care about right now today? Used to be yo-yos, remember that? 1998, 2000. Then it was during that same kind of time period, we had the Beanie Babies. Later on, there was the silly bands. Remember silly bands? And Yeezys, I think. The kids liked them. Hey Dudes, baby. Just wondering what they like. What are the kids talking about? What do they care about?
Yeah, is it still Roblox?
Oh, is that one of them? I know one of the things recently changed is they call homecoming Ho-Co.
Oh, yeah.
Ho-Co is what the kids are calling homecoming now. They also say mid when it's like a kind of like insult a little bit. It's kind of like insult, but it's not like you're the worst. I think sus is the worst. Cap. I know. That's about all I know about the kids these days. They hate Jeff Bezos. I don't know what it is. This new batch of kids that just came out, like the, what's after Gen Alpha? The not younger than Gen Z, because Gen Z is like in college and has internships now. Like they're kind of old news, like millennials at this point. Yeah. These new kids, and they are not with the manners. Like I don't know how they brainwashed us into having manners. The kids today in this new batch, they are not with the manners. But I'm just curious, like what they care about. What do they think is cool? They hate Jeff Bezos. I know that. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Roblox. What's the
Probably
games?
not.
Maybe
Probably.
Nintendo or something.
All I think of is like those little Among Us spaceship things bouncing around.
Skibidi toilet. Oh.
Yeah. And that.
Skibidi toilet. Like probably like Aiden Ross. That's what they probably like.
Ooh.
I'm just asking. If you happen to know, comment below. What do the kids care about? This new batch, Alpha. They're funny. I got such a good comment the other day. I hope I took a screenshot of it. Or somebody did. So somebody was like, me and my baby's daddy
Bond over your video.
We bond over your videos.
It was something, I think it was the Kylie.
And that one of all videos.
Or something.
So I am calling myself now co-parent whisperer. Because I am bringing families together, co-parents. That's still a family because you still having to raise that baby or more than one baby that's going to turn into children that's going to turn into adults together. And I feel like good for me, That was such a good comment. I'm going to remember that one. I never even really addressed comments, but that was so cute. I loved that. Comment below if I've helped bring your co-parent and yourself together. Do y'all know how much it costs for a cup of sugarcane juice at the Columbus Farmers Market? I was at the Columbus Farmers Market the other day, and we were getting, really what I was looking for was decorations for this corner of the house. I got that shelf that I had from a thrift store. This I got at the thrift store. This eagle above my head came from the Columbus Farmers Market. What else came from there? A table over there. Y'all can't see. Anyway, I was at the Columbus Farmers Market, and they have, all kind of stuff over there, and these booths with things, and kind of like some parts are like a yard sale, like an antique sale or whatever. And Prim really likes this sugarcane juice. So the first time we went over there, he ordered 2 of them, and they charged him like, $18 for 2 cups of sugarcane juice. And they like crank the sugarcane, there's like this big machine, it's clear, you can see, and they put a sugarcane in it, like a stalk. Maybe find a video, I don't know. Put a stalk of the sugarcane in it, and it comes out as juice. But there's like no ice or anything. It's just like very fresh, very like probably covered in pesticides. It does not say organic, but whatever. Nevertheless, Prim really likes it, so he was kind of like maybe they like overcharged, like whatever. He wasn't gonna argue with them, whatever. So then we go back to the farmer's market yet again. And he orders just the 1 sugarcane juice. And lo and behold, it really was $8. And I mean, I went to the McDonald's earlier today. I was having a craving for a hash brown. I get 3. That's the amount I get. And I know they're, poison and covered in pesticides and GMOs and stuff. But I just, if I'm craving it like that for days in a row, I just get it. So I went to get it, and it was like, remember whenever hash browns was like 2 for $1? It was 50 cents for a hash brown used to be. I think it used to be 2 apple pies for $1 too. It was $1. I don't know. Used to be a hash brown was 50 cents, 2 for $1. Now, hash browns are like $2 plus some change. I ordered 3 hash browns and 1 extra more hash brown, 4 total. Myself and 1 person else. It was $9.82. For 4 hash browns at the McDonald's today. Used to be that was $2 and like 8 cents. You can't even get 1 the prices have gone up 4 times or something. I didn't get a math degree. It does discourage me from wanting to continue purchasing. But I did pay the $9.82. I got a new cup. Speaking of drive-thrus, it's really interesting how I build stuff up in my head, and then it's like time for me to do it, and it's like such a flop. It's just so disappointing. Like, I've been saving up my Starbucks points because I wanted to get a cup. Like one of those fancy ones, you know, the cute ones that all the YouTubers have, and they have like a collection and all that. Well, I have none of those. And I wanted one, but it's like they like $32 or something, like $24.99 or something. It's like the astronomical. This is it's out of control. Plus, it has the big Starbucks logo on it. Like, I'm not trying to like advertise for them like that. Like, but I wanted one of them cups, so I kept looking on the little merch, like the redeem your rewards section. I kept looking on the little merch part, and it was like cups, and it was like they kept not having like any cups that I would actually want. So I just kept waiting patiently. Points were building. Come time, finally I saw one that I had liked in the store, and it was up on the app. So I click it, and I'm like excited to go get it. So that particular morning, I was going to the drive-through Starbucks. So partially because they had the cup I wanted finally. And so I'm like pulling up to the Starbucks drive-through or whatever, and we tell them, you know, we're here to pick up my coffee. And she's like, I'm so sorry, the cup that you ordered, we are sold out right now. But I could get you something else, like a bakery item or another cup. And I was like, I didn't like any of the other cups I didn't want to like, you know, I felt like I wasted my points, and now I'm going to have to get a bakery item that I definitely did not want in their plastic wrap that they just keep the bakery item in the plastic wrap. They don't even bother to open the individual wrap bakery item and put it in that paper no more. They just take the plastic wrap and just stick it in sometimes got a date stamped on it. It's just not a premium experience at the Starbucks anymore. You know, it used to be kind of like Dunkin' Donuts. You get your $2.60 large coffee with this much granulated sugar at the bottom, and you go study for finals for 16 straight hours or whatever. And then if you wanted a little bit more, maybe Mozart might be playing, maybe a little Ludovico Einaudi might be playing in there, maybe somebody's signing a book even, perhaps. And now it's like, here's your like plastic date stamped like lemon loaf. So they're out of the cup. I don't want a bakery item. I said, and Prim's driving, so I'm in the passenger seat. I said, do they have any pink cups? And he said, do you guys have any pink cups? And then you hear her ask, do we have any pink cup? Oh, yes. We have one right here at the front. We have a pink cup. It's the cold tumbler. I said, I'll take that. I want that. I want it. Just already such a disappointing experience, you know? Like, I thought I was going to, like, ting, like, get a little ting, like, here's my cup. So we pull up to the drive-thru and, you know, to the window. We're getting our coffee for the day or whatever. And then there's, like, this display with cups on it, like, on the ledge outside of the coffee window at Starbucks, right? So it's, like, this ledge, and it's got, like, a cardboard display with, like, 2 holes or 3 holes in it. It was 3 holes in it. And the front of the display is, like, black, like, chalkboard sorta. And it's like cups. No, I don't think it said cups. It was just 3 cups in it, and it said 30 to 70% off, and like some like ratty, like not even good, like cheerleader. You know, I used to like be a cheerleader, and I was like writing cute on the posters. And then whenever I was working at restaurants, I was like, I was a cheerleader, like I can do these posters. Let me do this sign. Y'all don't know how to write, you know? Like somebody in that establishment really took care for the daily special sign.
Yeah, usually it's nice.
Mm-hmm. No, ratty. This was probably a Princeton math major, didn't give a shit about no fonts. Comment below if you're a Princeton math major and were a cheerleader. Maybe that overlap exists in the Venn diagram, but this particular person who made this 30 to 70% off, no, wasn't happening. And then she points to the cup. It's cute. I should have brought it up here. I'll take a picture of it. We can put it in. It's like fluorescent pink, like iridescent. It does have like the crusted, dusted, like mermaid thing on it, but it's kind of blends in. It's not like too standout-ish. And it's got this bright yellow straw. Probably wouldn't be my particular choice of straw, but it was fine. So she points to it in this 30 to 70% off, like busted, crusted cup display. And I said, yeah, that one's nice. Thinking like she's going to go inside and like get a cup from the inside that looks like that one. And that was the display. Bless her heart. She took it right out of the cup display and just handed it to me in the car. Like, no bag. Also, I mean, the bags are illegal in New Jersey anyway. Can't have a bag. It's against the law. Bless her heart. Love her. She was so sweet, so cute, so nice. All that. And we're all God's creatures and children and things. But I just built up this experience like I thought it was going to be real premium. You know, like going to get my like cup. They didn't have the cup I wanted. Then the cup they had, I was like, you know, yeah, fine. and then it's like the dusty chemtrail exposed, like pesticides have been flying through the air. It is harvest right now. I mean, who even knows? And it's just like, I'm sure there's a lot of lessons though for me to be learned from that experience. A lot of lessons to be learned. Is Joe Biden okay? I still wonder. For some reason, somehow, big grocery, big box, has lobbied or something for a law change. And there's like this law now in New Jersey, a literal state statute. It says stores cannot give away plastic bags or paper bags for free, or what is it? Hold on.
No, you can't even buy a paper bag. You have to purchase like a cloth bag.
No paper bags.
If you don't bring a bag in, you end up paying like $2-3, or you just walk out with all your stuff.
I walk out of those stores and it's like, where were we one day? We were at, I think it was the Walmart. It was the Walmart. I don't know which one it was. We were there and it was, I don't know where we were in the timeline at this point of if this statute had passed or not, but I definitely knew about it. It probably had. So we were at the Walmart. The stuff was in the buggy and we were leaving out the store, and I was already aggravated. That's what it was. I was aggravated because the law had just switched or whatever. I did not remember to bring bags. And yeah, I mean, for the environment and all that, I guess like I should have remembered to bring bags. Fine. But I was aggravated because I didn't feel like I had enough notice. And I was just like walking out of the Walmart, because sometimes you're going to the store impromptu. Like you're not at home. You can't pick your bags up or whatever. And it's like, we'll leave them in your car. It's like, okay, girl, easier said than done, because when they're in your car, then you use them. Then they're not in your car no more. It's like, I have enough shit to worry about than goddamn stocking my car up every single time I leave the house with bags, because paper bags are illegal. Like, chill out. Okay. Tell Taylor Swift to stop taking the jet, all right? Like, let me have a damn bag. Like, you can't even have, like, recycled, like, bag or whatever. And, of course, the grocery stores are just like, sorry, we can't give you a, sorry, you can buy one for $2.99. So we're in the Walmart, we're leaving. This was a while back, months ago. And the, like, person at the door was, like, very slowly checking somebody's stuff in front of us. Then there was somebody else. Then there was us, like, two huge buggies of people at the Walmart. And they were waiting in line just to leave the store. And I don't know, I think it might have been the Aries rising that I have in me, or perhaps, I don't know, the DNA I got from my dad or something. But I was so like compelled to just rebel in that moment. I had already paid for everything in my buggy. And now I was having to wait for like this poor old man. I mean, he must have been in his 70s. Poor bless his heart. He should not even had to be working at Walmart. Like, it's just another commentary on our society where it's like, I mean, God bless this man's heart.
That case.
He can't see. He's trying to squint at the receipt. Poor thing. And it's like two buggies. I have things, don't remember what I was doing, but it was like, it was something. And I'm just thinking about like the actual logic of the situation. Like, I have paid for everything in my cart and I'm ready to leave. And some weird social construct that's not legally enforceable. Like, he's not a police officer. Like, it's all just, this is not legal advice, but it's all just like going through my mind like that. Because to be quite honest, I really don't know. I'm sure there's like case law that's been decided on this stuff, and I have never read it. But like, I'm just thinking and I'm looking down and I'm aggravated because the logic is just not logicking. Because used to be, these people, these receipt checking people, used to be, they was door greeters. Remember like 1993? I'd go to the Walmart in Port Allen. I think they might have demolished it now, but the person at the door was a greeter. They were waving at you and saying, welcome in, Miss Sadie, when you and your grandma came in, They
give you a little smiley face.
They had a roll of stickers. I remember that feeling, that sensory feeling of having that sticker on your hand, and it's like pulling it. And then there was a grill, little like concession stand, the radio bar and grill in the Walmart.
We had the McDonald's. It was always McDonald's.
Ours was like hometown haven, okay? And it was a little Walmart. It wasn't even a super center. Then when I was in high school, then they built, so it must have been around 2005-ish, they built a super Walmart or whatever over in Bruley. Well, it's technically Port Allen, but it's over the Intercoastal Canal. But used to be these were greeters, like neighborhood people, and it was like, you know, maybe Walmart was just trying to give them a job because it was someone's mom or something, and they were putting stickers on your hand. And now it's like it's a prison guard. Like they standing in my way of getting to my car. Like I felt so trapped. And so I'm looking at the items in my buggy. I'm thinking about the fact that they've made bags illegal. Used to be, after the sticker incident, before we arrived at full prison guard, it was like somebody that would just check you if you have a big, huge buggy full of stuff. And then it would be like, you know, oh, you got a case of natural light in the bottom of your buggy or something. Or, you know, maybe you got a flat screen. And it was like, we have to check electronics, ma'am. Oh, okay. I like, that makes sense. That makes sense. Here, yes. I don't often buy a 72-inch plasma screen. So here's, you know, whatever. And then it's like, now they done made the bags illegal. So everything in the buggy is outside of a bag by law, unless I remember to bring some. And I just felt so not free in the land of the free and the home of the brave. And I'm brave. The brave lives here. I'm a limit pusher. I do like to just see, especially when it's truly harmless. Like it's truly harmless. I had not stolen anything. I had paid for everything.
It reminds me of Costco. Every time you go in there, it's like
I don't go in there for that reason.
If you try to leave, they'll chase you down if you don't like show them the receipt.
It's like when you're trying to leave a cult. I don't like it. I don't like going to Costco for that reason. The other reason I don't like going to Costco is it's overwhelming to my sensory system. I don't identify with any labels anymore, but if you have an autistic child at home, like bona fide autistic child, chances are they might not like the Costco trip because it brings them physical pain. I mean, it's indescribably painful. Like I just don't go. I just don't go because when I try to explain the physical pain that I'm in, it sounds like I'm being dramatic. Like I have jumped off of a 25-foot tall cliff that was frozen solid into a frozen waterfall in Poland in January with nothing but a bathing suit on, and Costco is more unpleasant. Just right here in New Jersey, right here, wherever it is, Princeton area, Lawrence, wherever this one is. It's so uncomfortable. But this particular time I was in the Walmart. I was in the Walmart. There's these two people in front of me. The door checker's going slow. Bless his heart. Poor thing. Hope he has a pension, all that. I'm thinking about the injustice of them making bags illegal. I'm just feeling very oppressed by that law at the moment, in that moment. And I said, you know what? I'm leaving. So I just went right around. And I just started walking out. And it was like, have you ever seen Black Mirror, that episode where it's like the jukebox, it's the simulation where they're dating? Mm-hmm. And they keep picking each other every time. And at one time they break the simulation. They like run out of the game, the system. Mm-hmm. I felt like I was doing that in Walmart that day with my buggy full of paid for items that I owned because I just bought them and had a receipt for them in my hand. I felt like I was breaking out of the Matrix. I almost felt that feeling of like, the code just kind of, you know, like down around me, and it really felt like I won. You know, the guy did chase us out of the store, hollering. And I do feel bad about that because I do know the man was just doing his job. But this is how we ended up in the open air prison. It's just this like a little bit of slip, a little bit of slope. And by the end of it, the Walmart checker that used to give you a sticker is the prison guard. And it's like, no. We need to stop and re-examine what we're doing around here because it's getting a little out of hand. It's gotten a little out of hand, and I would not recommend you try any of my antics at home. Please. Do this stuff at your own risk. This is not legal advice. That's all I really had for today. In the meantime, facts ain't defamation. Love you, mean it. Okay, bye.